Okay. This is modern day technology, finding pipes underground. This is a receiver. It receives the signal from a transmitter. This is a transmitter, it's ST510. You clamp it on water service inside, and it sends a signal. Yep. They placed rocks all along where the rods that our water lines were. There's one, there's two, there's my footprint. Here's the other rock. And then I swept back and forth until I found metal, because I had to turn the sensitivity way down because there's a lot of metal in the ground here. Used to be buildings right here. I can show you on the map upstairs from 1965. And we're gonna have to dig it up and just check back in. Through your pipe that's underground, and you use the receiver and go back and forth to find the signal. Now, once you locate your pipe, you're gonna want to find your shutoff valve. You can use a metal detector, such as this one, and sweep back and forth and find your metal curb box. The curb box is where you shut your water on and off with a key. It goes down underground to do that. We'll get into further detail about all this modern equipment and how to use it and when you can use it, but before they had all this modern equipment, they used to use brass rods. Now, the science about these brass rods is not too good. Okay? A lot of people don't believe in it, but it works. I learned it back in the late 70s, and I've been using it ever since. Okay? What you got to do is walk along with these loosely in your hands, okay? Parallel, side by side, okay? When you cross a utility, it's going to open or it's going to cross, one of the two. And once you know you're on top of it, you can use the metal detector to find your curb box to shut the water off. Okay? We're going to go demonstrate this outside, and we'll look into whether it's a myth or a fact. We have a 2-inch water service here, and it goes out that side of the building, and we're going to go find it. Okay, this is our rear building, and about halfway down it comes out and it goes underground. It's a storm drain, and it's out here somewhere. And I know the curb box was out here in the field somewhere too, and we really need to find it and dig it up and mark it. So if we ever have an emergency, we can go look for it. Let's tilt this down a little bit. Here's our rods. See how we do. Okay. Nothing. go back. Starting to pick something. It's just a little spot in the dirt here, so we know where we're at. And then we'll go from the other side and we'll walk down this way. That's right here. So that should tell us that somewhere along this path we're going to find our curb box. Well, they placed rocks all along where the rods that our water lines were. There's one, there's two, there's my footprint. Here's the other rock. And then I swept back and forth until I found metal, because I had to turn the sensitivity way down because there's a lot of metal in the ground here. Used to be buildings right here. I can show you on the map upstairs from 1965. And we're gonna have to dig it up and check back in. Well, they placed rocks all along where the rods that our water lines were. There's one, there's two, there's my footprint. Here's the other rock. And then I swept back and forth until I found metal, because I had to turn the sensitivity way down because there's a lot of metal in the ground here. Used to be buildings right here. I can show you on the map upstairs from 1965. And we're gonna have to dig it up and check back in. So there you have your discovered curb box. And you take a water key and stick it down in there and shut the water off. But this shows that the rods actually do work. A lot of people don't believe it, and you let them try it and they're amazed. So before they had all this modern equipment, this is what you went with. This and a shovel to try and find a water source, or the sewer line for that matter. So the science says that it's not real. My evidence says that it is real. So you can try it at home. You can use coat hangers. You can use insulation rods. You can use any stiff steel wire, brass rods. Just bend them at a 90-degree angle. Go out in your front yard and see if you can find your water service. And look for your curb box or your water meter pit. And give it a shot. Okay? We're going to talk about removing the glued PVC pipe from the fitting to save the fitting, because sometimes if you don't, you're going to have to cut the entire project out because there's not enough room between the two pipes to glue another pipeline. So we'll show you how to do that now. All right? We'll take a break and come right back to you. Okay, I told you guys about our building. This is probably difficult to see on this little camera, but this is 1965. This is the Army base, Camp Evans. Camp Kilmer. And this picture was taken in 1965. And our building is the one right there. Right in the middle, right here. And as you can see, there were buildings all the way up the street. That's why there was so much debris out in the with the metal detector, because there's a lot of metal underground here. And we'll check that out later. So I'll give you guys a little view from the back. This is out the back door. There's the solar panels. There's your dorm. I don't know when you guys are coming back, but hopefully it's not too far off.